Good morning, everyone. This week's Torah portion, we finally catch up to Eretz Yisrael. We have a double parsha called Chukas Balak. In Israel, they only read Balak. I want to talk about Parshas Chukas for a minute. There's a very famous episode of Moshe Rabbeinu, Moshe our leader, who God asks him to talk to the rock, and instead of talking to the rock, he hits the rock. And he actually gets punished very severely. God tells him, because you did not sanctify me amongst the Jewish people, you did not listen to me, therefore you go ahead and I'm going to not let you into the land of Israel. Not let you into the land of Israel. Commentaries point out, there's a lot of things to learn, but commentaries point out one fascinating idea. Even though Moshe did a tremendous transgression, a big avera, to the extent that God said, you did not listen to me, did not sanctify me, and the punishment was that he couldn't go into the land of Israel. But still, he's still known as Moshe Rabbeinu. He's still our leader, who took us out of Egypt, spoke one-on-one with God, and gave us the Torah that we have today. And we say Torah's Moshe is a Torah that Moshe transmitted forever and ever. He's still known as the greatest leader. This teaches us a tremendous lesson. We spoke about this a little bit last week, but this is a different point. Another point. That we should not define ourselves by our faults and transgressions, our averas. King Solomon says, Sheva yipal tzaddik v'kam, a righteous person falls 7 times. What makes him a tzaddik is because he gets back up. He does not define himself by his negative character traits. He does not define himself by his faults, by his averos, by his transgressions. But he says, I made a mistake and I will get back up. I will change myself. I'll be better. That's a tzaddik. That's a righteous person. Moshe Rabbeinu, yes, a big avera, a big transgression. He did not sanctify God, and God said, you did not listen to me, Moshe Rabbeinu. But still, he learned his lesson. He did not define himself by that. And he's still known for history as Moshe Rabbeinu. And that's a tremendous lesson that we have to reflect in ourselves.
Thank you for that.
We have to reflect and think on ourselves. We have transgressions, each one of us. Our friends, our neighbors, history. Everybody has faults. But we cannot define ourselves by those faults, and we have to learn to grow from them, like we spoke about last week. But the point this week is, do not define ourselves by it. Do not define other people by them if they don't define themselves by that. Wishing everyone a beautiful day and a good week.